Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate everybody that's here. Seeing this much people in the room for me alone is really motivational for me, and I truly appreciate all of you that are here today, right now. So to kick this off, I have a question for you guys. Who here can define themselves as a creator? Okay, that's great. And who here is currently in the NFT space right now, either a collector or they're selling or they're buying? That's great. So for those of you who are, creators and are not selling it, it's probably a good idea to do that right now. And, with this space, I'm going to pretty much tell you a little bit about it. So my name is KJ. I'm a 15-year-old NFT artist, developer, tutor, speaker. And, I'm pretty much the whole shebang. It's only been a year for me in this space, and a lot has happened. I've been drawing since the age of 9, but I took it seriously at the age of 11. And, I haven't really started selling or thoughts of selling my art until pretty much NFTs. Because the reason why is because in the Web 2 world, you needed to have a middleman. You needed to have that somebody to sell that to you, right? And with Web 3, there's something that makes that different. And it's the fact that it's manufacturer/artist to consumer, right? So that's what I really like about that, right? Because it doesn't matter who you are, what age you are, what your sex is, what your race is, or, all that things, your disabilities. You can sell it, or you can do what you want to do in this space no matter what. And that's what pretty much made, this space possible for me. So that is an introduction about me. So what I have accomplished so far in this space, just so you guys can see that, what I'm doing is not a sham. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know that because you guys are in NFT.NYC right now. So, just by being here, you guys are doing something really important, and keeping consistency is key. So in this, I have, in my 1 year, I've been to different speaking events such as NFT VIP, NFT Expoverse, Crypto Connect, I think NFT London as well, and, now NFT NYC. I also was at Miami Art Week. So that is something, that I've done so far. And with these, I'm also a contractor. So I do smart contracts as well as art collections for somebody. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm collaborating with a tech company, and I'm creating, their actual technology, and I'm putting it into 3D, and I'm making NFTs with them. So, that's a super big accomplishment because I would have never, thank you. I would have never saw myself doing this 1 year ago. I would have thought that they would have stayed in the sketchbook, and it would have been what I called, a lost dream. So this, it really makes me emotional because, it's something that means a lot to me. And, another thing that I'm working on right now is I'm working with a fine artist. His name is Joel Gresham. We're collaborating together. And he's had his artworks collected by Oprah Winfrey, Quincy Jones, Muhammad Ali, and a bunch more. So, me working with him, I'm 15 years old, and I'm working with, a reputable adult like him. It means a lot to me. It truly is amazing, and your kid can do this too, or you can do this too, as long as you're consistent, because this is early in the space, and there's not going to be any middlemen for a while. There's not going to be anybody to stop you from doing what you want to do for a while. So that's what I've accomplished so far. And, the reasons why you should build your NFT legacy, as soon as possible is because, what makes Web3 different is that, it's for everybody. It's not just for the people with the money. It's not for the people who have the, connections and stuff like that. So, with that being said, there aren't any there's not a lot of companies that are in this space yet, so it's easy for you to get noticed. How many of you guys have Twitter? Great. So I'm sure you guys know of something called Twitter Spaces, right? And, you could speak to other people, and you can, have a lot of communication with people. You're with Twitter Spaces, I was able to speak with, in a room of 800 plus people at once. That alone that's a lot of outreach. So I feel like Twitter is a great space to, get yourself known and, make your name for yourself right there. And what a lot of companies do, there's not a lot of companies in this space yet, not because they're skeptical or they don't want to join, but the main reason that Yeah, the main reason why a lot of companies aren't like, doing it is because they're observing the space. So, with that being said, that is an opportunity, guys. That means like if you're a creator in this space, you can use that to your advantage and make your name right now and get noticed by these companies. I've seen a lot of people who have gone from like, small 100 followers to thousands of followers because they reached out to a company that was interested in getting into NFTs, and their life has changed from that moment. Now, you necessarily don't have to work for anybody else if you don't want to, but it is something that is you can do if you wanted to. So I thought that everybody should know about that. And the future of NFTs, as we know it, right? There's a lot of companies that are joining into it. Nike, I could say, is making shoes in the metaverse. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is what I've been hearing. They've been doing collaborations. Walmart is in the testing phase of like having, a way for you to shop in the metaverse in Walmart, which is something that I thought was pretty cool. So there's a lot of capabilities, right? And with the metaverse, which pretty much ties, everything together, is that you can do so much with it. It's like real life, but not. It's digital. You can have galleries, you can buy stuff from there. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do in Web3, and that is what I think is really cool. There's a lot for you to do in Web3, and again, the fact that you guys are here right now, as long as you keep that hope on you and stay consistent with yourself, you will be able to make it. Not everything is going to come quickly. Like back then when I first started, I used to think it was all about the sales, right? Like, oh, money is, a lot, and, it's really, I find it, pretty cool that, hey, I'm selling my artwork for a lot of money. But, since that 1 year, I have finally started to notice that, no, it's not about the money. It's actually about the connections. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of the, you teach a man how to fish versus you give him a fish. So it's pretty much like that, right? Teaching the man how to fish is by making the connections, and, to get the money, that's just giving the person a fish. You might have that money right now. Yeah, you could invest it. You could do other things with it. But the connections is what's going to create that longevity. It's going to give you your business partners. It's going to give you the things that you need to do. So, like I was saying, how I was working with those two people, it's going to bring me a lot more opportunities because I'm working with people. It's not just like I'm getting money and I'm done. So that's why, it's important for you guys to try to make connections in this space, not sales. It's something that you guys should value in this space as a collector or as a seller. Oh, okay. And I think there might, I think there's time for a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to. If not,
What is your upcoming collection?
Oh, yeah, sure, thank you. So my upcoming collection is called Fragment. It's a generative NFT collection. It's kind of similar to collections like QQL and Art Blocks, except I added my own twist on it. I'm still developing it. It's something that I'm planning to release sometime soon, definitely this year. I don't know if it's third quarter or fourth quarter. But with this collection, you can evolve your NFTs depending on how much you have. There's a special key that you could use as a mint pass to actually be able to, to be able to mint it. So it is something that's very cool. Yes?
Do you sometimes receive help from your little sisters?
Yeah, sometimes they like this one right here. Her name is Madison. I'm currently teaching her how to use Procreate and Nomad Sculpt and all that stuff. We've done collaborations with NFTs in the past. I've created the base and she colored on it. You'll find that on my OpenSea. But yeah, she does give me ideas a lot. She's like, oh, how about you put a dress on this? How about you make this animal? Whenever I'm on art block, because that's a common thing with artists. We usually get art block pretty frequently. So yeah. But that was my talk, and thank you everybody for coming again. I truly, truly appreciate it. It means the world to me.